people, and we actually have just north of 50 registered today. So we're going to have people coming in as we get started. But just to save some time, I know that we've got some of our Lee representatives that have to leave here just a little bit. But I wanted to go ahead and get started just by running through some introductions. I'm Aaron Weatherford, Membership Director with the Chamber. Excited to have you guys here for our September virtual Chamber Coffee. If this is your first experience talking with people today in the morning, it's okay. You can turn your video off, wipe your eyes, you can turn it back on, smile, that's fine. Like I have to. It's very, we were talking about that before we let everybody in. Sometimes you got to practice talking to people before you talk to people, you know. But as far as Zoom goes, we're excited to have you here today. Make sure that you stay muted unless you're either called on or you wanted to ask a question. Unmute yourself, but then please remember to mute yourself back after you're finished. We're gonna do similar layout like we normally do each month. At the very end, we're gonna have an opportunity for you to talk about yourself real quick. That's our About Me portion of the month of the coffee. So if you want to participate in that, simply put me, M-E, in the chat box, and towards the end of the day, or towards the end of the meeting, we'll run through that and we'll talk, give you an opportunity to address the group. Just put me in the chat group or chat box on the bottom. It's the probably second or third from the left. It says chat, just put me. And then towards the end, we'll give you an opportunity to talk. Make sure your name is on there and you're not someone else. Like I completely already broke rule number 1, but I had to change it. So make sure your name is there instead of like a phone number. You can even put a company name / your name. That would be good. If you have to leave early, put your information in the chat box as well, so people will have that to refer to later on if they have a question. If you have any technical difficulties, private message Bernadette and she'll be able to help you troubleshoot that in the meantime. Again, if you have any questions, just put it in the chat box or send a private message to Bernadette or myself, and we'll try to address that if we can. But again, big part, put me in the chat box towards the end of the meeting. We'll have an opportunity for you to talk about what you're doing and what your business is, what's happening in your business right now. And you'll have about 30 seconds, I think, to do that. If there are any other questions, we've been Zooming for a while. So if you have any questions, feel free to just put it out there. But we're excited today to be sponsored this September by Lee University. And we're also honored to have the new president, Dr. Mark Walker, here with us today. And Dr. Walker, if you are unmuted, yep, you are. I would love to turn it over to you and give you the microphone.
Aaron, thank you very much. You're one of the few people that want to unmute me. Usually people want to mute me. So I appreciate getting freed here this morning. But good morning, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity to talk with you a little bit this morning. And Aaron made reference to some of the Lee reps that have to leave. I'm that Lee rep. I got to teach a class here in about 10 minutes. So, but I didn't want to miss the opportunity to be able to talk to you folks. And I see some of you I recognize when I talked a few weeks ago to the Sunrise Rotary Club. Some of you I see were a part of that as well. So good to see you again, and just good to see folks that many of which I've not met before and hope to get to know over the years to come. But very quickly, let me just say, again, thank you for the opportunity to talk with you. And I'll share briefly, and then Bethany McCoy and Dr. Brad Moffitt will continue our conversation. But, you know, when you talk about Lee University, you can't talk about Lee University without talking about Cleveland, Tennessee, I don't think. And I don't think you can talk about Cleveland without talking about Lee University. They're pretty synonymous. I mean, we started here in 1918 as the Bible training school for the Church of God denomination, raising up ministers. And we were here till the 1930s, and we left for a time to go to Sevierville, Tennessee, and then came back in 1947. We bought the Bob Jones University property then and buildings, and became Lee College at that time. And so we've been here now 73 years, and I think you could say that Cleveland and Lee have kind of grown up together over the past 73 years. I personally, my connection to Lee and Cleveland is that I mentioned we started in 1918. Well, the 1919 class of the Bible Training School, my grandfather was a part of that class. So my roots to Cleveland, my roots to Lee go that far back. And then over the years, being a part of the Church of God denomination as a minister, I've come here to Cleveland to be at the headquarters right here in Cleveland for different meetings. And my dad and mom lived here for 10 or 12 years when they were a part of the Church of God denomination officials, and he was a general overseer for a time. I remember my brother, he attended Lee and played basketball back in the 70s. And for some of you that remember, Lee used to have the homecoming games on Thanksgiving weekend, if you recall that. And I remember having Thanksgiving dinner at the Holiday Inn on the Hill as a kid for 4 straight years. That's what we did. We'd come watch him play, and then we'd go have a Holiday Inn turkey dinner up on the hill. So I've got a lot of fond memories of being a part of Cleveland. Of course, live here now, been here a little over 3 years. Love this city. And I think the thing that we're very proud of here at Lee is one, the partnership that we share with the Cleveland community. And we're so grateful for the support over these many years that Cleveland and the Bradley County area have provided us. And I think something we are really grateful for and are thankful for the opportunity that we have to serve the Cleveland community. You know, our students, every one of them that come here have to complete 80 hours of service to the community during their time here at Lee. And all that pretty much takes place in the Cleveland community. Our students serve the needy, feeding them, clothing them here in Cleveland. Our students work with a lot of nonprofit organizations that also minister and help those in need. And we love to be able to be a part of that opportunity. Also, when you look at like our nursing students, since we opened the nursing school back in 2015, and we began the internships and the clinicals that our nursing students have to do, all that takes place here in Cleveland, the surrounding areas. And there have been over 200,000 hours of clinicals that our students, our nursing students, have given to the hospital system and health clinics here in Cleveland, around the area, serving the Cleveland folks. And then, of course, our College of Education. We have all of our students come out to have to do student teaching. Most of that takes place here in Cleveland, takes place in Bradley County. And right now, across this area, we have about 200 Lee grads that are teaching in the Bradley County system, and we're grateful to have those opportunities. And I think one of the things, too, we really love is to participate in United Way. That is a program that we participated in for many, many years. In the past 5 years, we have contributed somewhere in the neighborhood of $70,000 to $80,000 from our employees. Then all of that money stays within the Bradley County Ocoee region. So we are more than happy to be a part of the Cleveland community and the Bradley County community. And again, thanking you for your support. And what we want to do together, I believe, and I think you would agree with this, is together we want to make Cleveland, Tennessee, one of the best places to visit and one of the best places to live. I know my wife and I, we come from Atlanta, and coming here to Cleveland, a smaller town than Atlanta, I've heard some Clevelandites complain about the traffic in Cleveland. With all due respect to every one of you Clevelandites, you don't know traffic until you've been in Atlanta most of your life. I love the traffic here in Cleveland. I love the traffic here in Cleveland. But my wife and I have enjoyed being here. One of the things we enjoy the most is coming from Atlanta. When you go to do business somewhere, you go in, you do your transaction and you leave. There's very little interaction on a personal level, but not here in Cleveland. When you go to do business somewhere, you're going to have a conversation. People are going to find out about you. And we love the friendliness of this city. And one of the things we really are proud of and hope to do more of and with you folks in partnering is what we call Lee U Essentials. I'm not going to get into the details of that. Bethany and Dr. Moffitt will do that. But this is an online directory that we want to include as many businesses, restaurants, nonprofits, whatever is happening in Cleveland, include this in this directory to make it available to our students, our parents, our faculty, our staff, our alums, so that as they come to Cleveland, they know the best places to go and do business. So I'm grateful to be here at Lee. I'm thankful to be serving in this community. And as we move forward together, we look forward to more and more opportunities that we can have in working with you and making Cleveland, like I said, just a great place to visit and a great place to live. So Aaron, thank you for the opportunity. I am so sorry that I have to say this and dash away, but I got to go teach some students about Christian leadership. So God bless you. Thank you for the opportunity. Maybe we can get together another time where I can spend some more time with you. So I'll turn this over to Bethany McCoy, who is our Director of Community Relations. And Bethany, if you'll take it. And God bless everybody. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Walker. Well, we are so excited that you guys are here on this coffee today with us. I've enjoyed these over the summer. I know they're virtual, but I don't know. I've gotten to know more of you all, I feel like, on these virtual coffees with our 30-second snippets. So I appreciate the Chamber continuing to do these despite these weird circumstances. But I say all that because, you know, we've all had to change the way that we kind of do business, right? We've had to find new ways to do things, new ways to communicate with one another. And so, of course, one of the things that we typically do at the university every year, and quite frankly, really look forward to, is our community showcase. And so many of you all that are here today have participated in that in the past. And unfortunately, this year, we just didn't feel like there was a safe way for us to do that. And so we tried to think of some different ways that perhaps we could continue to connect our Lee family with our Cleveland family, our Cleveland community, because as I say over and over, you know, we are part of Cleveland. We are all in this together. And so what can we do? And so we put together this online directory, as Dr. Walker was mentioning, called Lee University Essentials. And so what we are doing with that is it is on our app. So all of our students have the Lee U app. We use it to find out where the shuttles are. We use it every day when we have to check in with our health app. We have all of our information on our app. Well, we also have Lee U Essentials. So when students go onto the app, they see Lee U Essentials. And what they can do is they can go in there and find, maybe they're looking for a coffee shop to study, or they're looking for a restaurant to go to. Maybe they have a date that they want to take somebody on, right? Or we also have a doctor's offices. In fact, I see Tim Tatum on here, and they're one of our vendors right now, Direct Primary Care, right? So if someone contacts us and says, hey, we're looking for somewhere for our child to go to the doctor, or our young adult to go to the doctor, or maybe a student reaches out to us and says, hey, I don't know where to go, we're going to push them over to Direct Primary Care. They're one of our Lee U Essentials vendors. We have places for hotels, for entertainment, pretty much anything that you can think of within our community. We want to connect our Lee family to you. So we're going to do that through this directory. What it is $25, and that's for a full year to be listed on the directory. You can't really see them because they're white right here, but we have these really cool decals that go on your window or your door, wherever you'd like to place it, to signify that you are part of Lee University Essentials. And what that tells our students, our faculty, our staff, our parents, is that you're a trusted vendor, and that there's a potential for a discount. I'm just saying. So they're looking for that sticker. It also gives you access to our social media venues. So we have an Instagram and a Facebook for Lee University Essentials that we are getting off the ground, and you can submit content to us and we will post that content one time a week. Okay, so that's on Instagram and Facebook. So you're getting two different outlets. And then of course it's also on our app, and we have our website as well. So we're really, really excited about this opportunity to connect our Cleveland community with our Lee family through this online directory. And again, this isn't going away. So what we're going to do is use this moving forward so that when we can do our community showcase again, it's a partnership and we combine the two together so that we can make this a sustainable endeavor moving forward. So again, my office is the Office of Community Relations, and I'm always here if you all have any questions or concerns, you have anything you need to discuss, please feel free to reach out to me. My email address is bmccoy@leeuniversity.edu, and I'll make sure and put that in the comments as well. But again, I lived here since '89, and I just love Cleveland and I love Lee, and I love the fact that I get to put the two of you all together and find ways that we can serve one another. So thanks for having us today. I'd like to introduce you now to our new Vice President of University Relations, Dr. Brad Moffitt. He has been on staff here at Lee since the early 2000s, so he is not new to the Cleveland community in any stretch of the imagination or to Lee, but he is new to this post. And so I'd love for him to introduce himself and to give you all a message from the University Relations sector.
Thanks, Bethany. Aaron, thank you for letting us have a few minutes today. And to all of the chamber members, thank you for coming on and sharing a cup of coffee with us today. I sure do wish that we could have hosted you on site, and we hope to do that as soon as the governor's orders will allow us to gather in large groups. We would love to have all of you come and visit and have a cup of coffee on us here. Bethany, thank you for your hard work on Lee U Essentials. We think it's a great partnership with our community businesses, and I'm just so thankful. As a resident of Cleveland, I moved back to Cleveland in 2006. I also was in Atlanta before I came, and I have been amazed at the development in our community over the last 15 years, and that's a testament to all of your hard work and your commitment to this community. And as a resident, I am so thankful for all of the things that you all have done to make our community a better place to live and a better place to visit. I went to Cleveland High School in 1980 through 1982, and then we moved away for a couple years, and I came back to Lee in the mid-'80s and graduated from Lee in 1992. And then my wife, Melissa, and my daughter, Morgan, we moved back to Cleveland in 2006. My daughter moved here in second grade, so she went through the Cleveland City School System, graduated from Cleveland High School, and she attended Lee for 3 years. She graduated this past May, and now she's living in Arlington, Virginia, doing grad school work up there. My wife is a member of the chamber as well, and she owns a small business called Manor Market, which is inside the Orange Blossom. She's actually buying merchandise today in Atlanta, so that's why she's not with us on the call. So we're just really thankful for your partnership. Thank you for your kindness towards Lee and towards our students. You know, part of the draw for us to recruit students to Lee is that Cleveland is such a great place to live. And so we appreciate all that you do to make this such a wonderful place. God bless you all. Thank you, Aaron, for letting us have a few minutes this morning.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for the information and for hosting this month. Dr. Moffitt, Dr. Walker, we share something in common. I too am from Atlanta, Georgia. I just came here when I was 5, so it's a little different, but you know, we at least share that. So it's, yeah, the traffic, I wouldn't know the traffic, but
thank God for Cleveland.
I know, I got here as fast as we could. But thank you guys so much for hosting and for being such an incredible community partner as you have been for so long. So we thank you guys for hosting today and for the information. And Bethany's going to put the information for Lee U Essentials in the chat box, and we actually are going to download the chat box and email that to everyone. So you'll have that information as well. And before I move on, if you've joined us since we began, put me in the chat box just like we normally do. And at the very end, we'll have an opportunity for you to talk about your business and yourself. You have 30 seconds. Just talk about whatever, well, within reason. We can mute you. I want to go ahead and move on to some polls. We've got 4 polls this morning, so hold on. If you have that poll option, I'm going to show it here in just 1 second. The first question is: the dot over the lowercase I and J is known as a what? A point, a jot, a tittle, or an earmark? The dot over the lowercase I and J is known as a what? Oh, people are changing their minds. Okay. I'll say at least one of you has it right. How about that? All right, I'm ending the poll in 3, 2, 1. All right, share the results. So the majority of you think it's a tittle, and you, 36% would be correct. Congratulations. It is a tittle. Not that you would want to know that, but you do now. So there you go. Impress your friends. Second poll is Labor Day. Which state, because Labor Day was yesterday, which state was the first to celebrate Labor Day as a legal holiday in 1887? Which state was the first to celebrate Labor Day as a legal holiday? The entire state. This is kind of tricky because one of these states just had a group of people who said, hey, we're going to march and we're going to do this for Labor Day. But they weren't the first state to actually celebrate Labor Day as a legal holiday. This may be enough time for somebody to Google. Maybe I should make it faster. Maybe I should move it along. All right, 3, 2, 1, end. All right, so Pennsylvania was absolutely wrong. So the 17 of you who voted for Pennsylvania, that is wrong. The first state to celebrate Labor Day as a legal holiday was Oregon. Oregon. 3 of you got that correct. New York was actually the state where it actually started and a group of people began it, but the first state to actually celebrate it as a holiday was Oregon. So there you go. The third poll, and actually Dr. Walker helped you out earlier today. The university, under a different name at the time, was founded in what year? Bethany, don't vote yet. Oh, well, okay. Well, there you go. I was going to, Dr. Moffitt, you guys went ahead and just, okay. Probably should have prefaced that. The university was founded in what year? At the time, it was under a different name. So don't fact check me on this because I know somebody's going to be like, well, it wasn't the university at the time. All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I saw some changes. Hold on. All right. 3, 2, 1, end poll. All right. Share results. 19 of you said 1918, and you would absolutely be correct. Congratulations. Dr. Walker actually opened it up, said we've been here since 1918. So thanks for listening, the 19 of you. The last poll is an exciting one for our community, but it was recently reported that tourism spending in Bradley County in 2019 was how much? And this was an increase of 3% over 2018. It's a little bit of math, but just guess still, right? So this means that tourism spending, people coming into our community, spending money, and then getting the heck out of here in Bradley County in 2019 was how much? Which is good because when people come in here, that helps us on our tax base, right? All right, 3, 2, 1, end poll. All right, here we go. Here are the results. It's a split. 10 of you said 138.23, another 10 said 149.1. So those 20 people are wrong, including the one Lone Ranger who said 126. You are also wrong. It is reported that in 2019, $152.8 million was spent from tourism spending in our community. So that's roughly about, I think, what was it, Melissa, 13 million or something savings for the people who live here on their taxes. So that's incredible. That was a pretty exciting year. So wanted to share that with you guys. $152.8 million. So anyways, that was kind of fun. All right, so we have a few announcements. Melissa, you want me to, where are you? You're on here somewhere, I know. Going from tourism, I'll turn it right over to you. There you are. Hey, all right, Melissa, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, everybody, and thanks for the segue there, Aaron. That spending actually generates $13 million of state and local taxes that pay for things that we enjoy in our community, but we don't have to pay out of our own pocket. So it does benefit our community greatly, not just in the business revenues, but also in our tax base. And so I wanted to share a couple of things with you this morning, but first I wanted to thank Dr. Walker and Dr. Moffitt for their references to Atlanta. A lot of times, you know, as the person who is responsible for visitor marketing, you know, marketing to potential visitors who come here and spend money, a lot of times I find that we take for granted the things that are around us and the community that we live in and all the beauty that surrounds us. And I just really appreciated their comments about, you know, the traffic in Atlanta, not dissing Atlanta in any way, but an amazing place we live in, and how fortunate we are to have a friendly community and people who speak to you at the gas station and you're not afraid of them, and you know, all the beautiful things we have to do around our community. So I really appreciated their comments. The thing I wanted to share with you this morning is that we have a new brochure that just came in. It's actually a reprint of a brochure that we've had in the past. It's Passport to Cherokee Heritage. We've had a redesign of it. I'm proud to announce that all 4 of our publications that come out of our tourism office now have a similar look. This is our visitor's guide. This is our historic walking tour brochure of historic downtown Cleveland. And this is our shopping guide. It's called Antiques, Boutiques, and Uniques. And see, they all finally have a consistent look about them. So if you are interested in having any of these publications, be sure and stop by the chamber. We have plenty of them for you to come by and pick up. If you've got visitors coming, come by and pick up a load of info for them and help them enjoy. But this is brand new printing. It's actually the 5th printing of this Cherokee brochure because they go like hotcakes when you put them out. People love the information about our area and our history in this area. And this is actually supported by, you can see this, VEC. We get a grant from VEC to support the production of this brochure, and also from the Center for Historic Preservation at MTSU. And they actually helped us with the initial information, and we've updated it each year and now updated it to this awesome new design. So come by and get one of those, and we would love to see you. And also, this would have been Cowpea Week. So the 9th International Cowpea Festival would have been this coming Saturday. You would have heard me sing, you know, it's the final countdown, or say it's Cowpea time in Tennessee, some silly thing that I usually do. So I'm so sorry that you all are so disappointed. I realize that it's a big letdown to not, you know, have me do something goofy. But we are going to run some contests this week in honor of Cowpea Week. So go over to International Cowpea Festival and Cook-Off on Facebook. We're going to give away some food gift cards and some t-shirts and past t-shirts. And we are already geared up for 2021. It will be on September the 11th. It will be our 9th festival. So we're just skipping a year, moving forward. And that festival is so important because the proceeds of that festival support our Hiwassee River Heritage Center, owned by the Charleston Calhoun Hiwassee Historical Society. So that is the sole source of operational dollars for that center. So it's a little rough this year. I think that they'll be able to make it through this year, but we definitely need a really good festival next year to pick up where we left off on that budget and supporting that center. So thanks, Aaron, for letting me have a moment.
Yep.
Good morning to everybody.
Thanks, Melissa. And if you'll notice, Joyce is actually supporting the Cowpea Festival this year in honor for her with her t-shirt.
I see that. Go Joyce.
All right. We have a few more, just a couple more announcements. If you haven't yet, all of our members have credits that they can use either for sponsorship or advertising. You still can use that throughout this year because a lot of you are probably coming up on renewal and you want to use those credits before your new year starts so that you can take advantage and capitalize on the tangible benefits that you have in your membership. So be sure to look at that. If you haven't used your credits, reach out to me and we'll talk about how you can do that. The Chamber also has a job board, and since my last announcement last month, we actually saw an increase of people promoting certain jobs they have. If you and your organization have an opening or are planning to have an opening, and you haven't told the person yet, I don't know. That's between you and them. But you can put it out there and go ahead and post the job. Send it to, you can log into your Chamber Master or your chamber login.com with your credentials that most of you should have. If you don't, shoot me an email. I'll help you with that. Post your jobs on there. We're happy to help promote those. Also, we have a community business update page. So if you have any changes that you've made due to COVID or things that you're trying to adapt into, if you changed your hours of operation or you're closed one specific day, or if you're doing a service a different way for the time being, you can post it on that website, that web page as well. So I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. If you have any questions, just let me know. So those are our announcements. I wanted to now open up just a few questions. I want to make sure we have enough time for all the people to that have said they wanted to be able to talk at the end. So I'm just only going to ask a few questions today. So everyone hold on, because I'm going to randomly pick somebody. Let's go with, hey, Pam, you were late today. I'm going to ask you.
What are you asking me? I'm sorry. I'm multitasking over here.
That's okay. All right. Your question. If you could compare your life to a movie, which would it be?
Oh, gosh.
It could be a Disney movie if you want it to be, a princess movie, or it could actually be, major motion picture, whatever, any movie.
Oh, gosh. I need to think about that. During COVID, it could be a totally different movie.
Armageddon, probably.
Armageddon would be good. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we'll take it. If you have a change of heart, feel free to share it with everybody. All right, thank you, Pam. All right, the next question. What is your quarantine guilty pleasure? Denise, I'm going to ask you this one. Denise Rice.
Let's see, my quarantine guilty pleasure. Well, I don't think I've worn shoes in quite a few months. But I would say we have this thing at the State Chamber. When you get on, you have to give your emotion and the snack that you're eating. And I would say probably my favorite guilty pleasure for snacking is truffles.
Truffles, eating truffles and not wearing shoes. Those are pretty good ones, I guess. I'll need to try at least one of them. All right. Thank you, Denise. I'm going to ask Brad Immendorfer.
All right.
You ready? All right. Is there something that you are tired of hearing about? What either in the, I know this is kind of.
That's pretty obvious.
Well, I know. Okay. I'll take COVID out of the way. Take that out of the way. There's something else that you're like, if people would just stop talking about that.
Well, I would say, that's a very tough one. I'll just keep it in the family, and if they would stop talking about what can I get if I do this. So if they would just, if I could get a couple yes sirs and not a but why? How about that?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Well, do I get ice cream if I do that?
Yeah, that's right.
Just do it. All right. I respect that answer. Thank you, Brad. All right. Matt Cates.
What you got?
Hey, all right. If money was no object, what would you be doing right now?
Oh,
Not necessarily a beach or anything, but what would you be doing if money was no object?
Probably living on in a cabin on a big chunk of land in Montana or Idaho.
Interesting. Idaho, huh?
Anywhere in the West.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's a good answer. All right. Thanks, Matt. All right. Last one. Let me ask, let's see. Well, no, I don't see that she has a picture, so I don't know if she's there. I'll ask Jane Kaler. Jane?
Yes.
Hey, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, last question. This was a hit a couple months ago, and I didn't ask it last month. But if you could pick one, what would you say that your spirit animal would be?
Spirit. Probably a giraffe.
A giraffe.
Mhm.
Follow-up question. Why a giraffe?
I just think they're, for one, they're tall and thin, and I would like to be both. But they have such a grace about themselves when they move.
I've never heard someone say a giraffe. So, well, listen, kudos to you. I think that's a great one. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, Bernadette. We're going to move on to the last portion. It's called And That's Me. So if you haven't already, put me in the chat box, but we're going to go ahead and start from the top. And when we call on you, please unmute yourself, or we'll ask you to unmute yourself. And you've got 30 seconds to talk about you or something that's happening in your business. Preferably, you don't have to talk about somebody else. You can do that on your own time. But 30 seconds, and we'll start with who, Bernadette?
Kathy Payne from the Cleveland Daily Banner.
Kathy, you ready? Uh-oh.
She is unmuting herself.
All right, there you go.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, you're good. Go ahead.
Apologize, I'm having technical difficulty from home. I wanted to let everybody know that we do have our football posters out. They will be in the schools come Wednesday when I'm back in the office to deliver them. And we have a lot of good things coming up. Just talk to one of us from the banner if you need anything in advertising, and my time is up.
Yeah, no pressure. I also have a timer for those of you who haven't seen this yet. All right. Thank you, Kathy.
Next up is Evelyn from the Coffee News.
Evelyn?
Good morning, everyone. I'm Evelyn, the Coffee News Lady, and we provide exclusive advertising for businesses throughout this area. So please keep us in mind if you want to reach your target audience. What I wanted to talk to you about this week is that the Market at the Mill is on its last day this Thursday. So it is going to be the last Market at the Mill until next summer again. So please keep that in mind. It is at the Old Woolen Mill at 445 Church Street. And we have everything from pear preserves, pear butter, honey. I can't see Aaron, so I don't know what you're doing. Fresh cheeses, fresh fruits and vegetables. So honey, craft tea. So if you need anything, come see us Thursday, 3 to 6. Evelyn Chadwick, Coffee News.
Thank you, Evelyn. All right, who's next?
Brittany from Terra Running.
Brittany.
Hi, I'm Brittany. I own Terra Running Company and Bear Brew Coffee. The timer stressed me out, so no, I'm not gonna look. We're open in downtown Cleveland, the running store and the coffee shop, normal business hours. We're really excited that Leah's back, and we've seen a great jump in business from the students and the staff being back, so we think that's really a blessing. So yeah, if you need help getting shoes, if you need a place to meet, we do catering, and we rent out the space at Bear Brew Coffee. So I'm done.
No, that was perfect. Look at that. That was great.
Good job. Andrea.
Thanks, Bernadette. Hey, everybody. I see you, Aaron. Hey, this is Andrea. I own Carroll Printing Company. Last week, we were fortunate enough that the chamber helped us out with a really great ribbon cutting. We had a blast. So it was fun. It was terrifying, and we had a really good time. But if anybody wants to come down and see the shop, we would love to have you. We also have redecorated our retail space thanks to Terra Running Company. Brittany's a rock star. She helped us out with that. So we have a lot of great Cleveland t-shirt designs and things like that down at the shop. So please stop by. We'd love to see you.
Where are you, Andrea?
Oh, sorry. Thanks, Bernadette. We're on the corner of First and Parker downtown at 180 First Street.
Oh, terrifying, right? Terrifying.
Next up is Zach.
Public speaking makes me so nervous. Thanks, guys.
Good morning. Good morning. I am with Cleveland State Small Business Development Center. So we are a nonprofit, and we love to help small businesses with marketing, business planning, anything you have going on. We usually, if we don't know the answer, we can usually find out. I'll put my information in the chat. We're also offering a free Healthy Business certification right now, partnership with Denise Rice, which is awesome. I took it a few weeks ago and it was really, really good. And so if you're interested in that, just get in touch with me. And I would love to talk to anyone about your existing business or new businesses.
Okay. Next up is Denise Rice.
Hi, Bernadette and Aaron and everybody. I'm Denise Rice, owner of Peak Performance, and we are just piggybacking on Ann Zach's comment is we're offering businesses a Healthy Business certification. We have two options. One is for your company. The other one is for your employees. I'm putting that in the chat for you. And we're also doing a giveaway for our conference boxes because I missed the raffles from the coffee chats. So if you guys go on and register online at our giveaway, we'll be mailing out a conference box to one of today's participants.
Great, thanks Denise. And she actually just posted that link, so you can click on that here in just a little bit.
Okay, next is Joyce Pete.
Good morning. I put it in there. Right now, Creative Story Project is a little challenged with serving our Alzheimer's dementia patients because we can't get into the care facilities. So we're trying to do some new means of reaching them, which takes money. So please shop right now at Cook's Food Store or their two Fresh and Low stores in the area and donate as you check out. They are kindly sponsoring the month of September to help us with our fundraising. So thanks for your help.
Okay, next up is Jeff Gregory.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Jeff Gregory here with ServPro of Chattanooga, Bradley County. We are your fire, water, mold restoration vendor in the area. A couple great announcements. We are taking over some franchises up in the North Knoxville area, which is exciting for us. And also I want to announce Friday, 9/11, we have been a sponsor of this for several years, is the Burgers and Badges blood drive with Blood Assurance. It's only going to be a blood drive this year. Last year was a phenomenal success. It actually won the National Blood Drive of the Year. Almost 400 people showed up to give blood. So from 9 to 7 at Campbell Center Life Care, if you can come out and give blood to support our first responders, please make an appointment to do that. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. Angela Cartwright.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Good. Good.
We were outside celebrating yesterday, so I have a little, sinus problem there. So my voice isn't very clear this morning, but it's nice to see everyone. I hope everyone had a great Labor Day. And just to tell you a little bit about my business, I'm brokered with Transamerica Insurance Agency, and I'm reaching out to small businesses. A lot of times we don't have those corporate type benefits, but everyone needs life insurance and a way to save for retirement. We have some new annuity vehicles and things like that offer tax advantage savings. And I would be glad to help anyone who is in need.
Okay, thank you. Jennifer?
Good morning, Jennifer Pennell Asinger with Junior Achievement of the Ocoee region, and we teach financial literacy, workforce readiness, and entrepreneurship to children in kindergarten through their 12th grade. School is a little different this year, but we are looking for volunteers. So if anyone would like to be in the classroom or volunteer virtually or make a pre-recorded video, please let me know, and I'm going to post our information in the chat box.
Thanks, Jennifer. Next, Vaughn Berger.
Hello, everyone. This is Vaughn Berger with Reagan Outdoor Advertising. I'd love to help anyone who's wanting to let the community know that they're open again. We have 1,600 billboards in the area, and that's it. I'll put my information in the chat box. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a record. Look at that.
Good. Pretty good. Jim Davis, you're up.
Good morning. Philomena Davis and my wife and I are real estate agents for Crylock Realtors. We have just listed a townhome on Bellingham Drive. That beautiful place, 2 bedrooms, 2.5 baths with a garage, granite countertop, stainless appliances for $179,900. Just went up this weekend. Beautiful place. It is ready to move into, or if people are looking for investment property. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jim.
Joyce Lloyd.
Good morning, everyone. Joyce Lloyd from the Ronald McDonald House. We wanted to share with you all that we're doing our annual Autumn Children's Festival online this year. We're calling it our at-home edition. Everything is free except for our cooking class on Saturday, and it's going to be September the 29th through October the 2nd, 6 to 7 p.m., and October the 3rd from 9 to 10 a.m. We'd love to have you all join us.
Okay, Jane, you want to add to that? Jane Kaler?
Sorry. Yeah, great that I just added our information on the chat about the Children's Festival. We are open to families of sick children at about 50% of capacity. Unfortunately, our family room inside Children's Hospital is still closed, and we hope at some point to get it back opened. COVID has really hit hard with not only the whole communities in Chattanooga and all around us, but it's really hard for families who have sick kids to also be worrying about their children getting COVID and having to transverse the medical system amid COVID. So we appreciate everyone's help. We've also not been able to have any of our fundraising events this year. So thank you for all your continued support.
You're welcome. Is Peyton still on here? Peyton Holcomb?
Hey, Bernadette.
Oh, there you are. Sorry.
Classic.
Good morning, everyone. Peyton Holcomb, Direct Primary Care Associates. Thank you, Bethany, for the shout out earlier. We are proud to be a part of the Lee U Essentials. Great program. Direct Primary Care. If you guys don't know what it is, just Google Direct Primary Care. There's a ton of information out there to let you know what's going on about membership-based primary care. We're located on Chambliss Avenue in Cleveland and also on Madison Avenue in Athens, Tennessee. I see Pam on here. Quick shout out to Keystone Solutions. You guys are awesome. They have taken care of us a couple of times. Fantastic personalized service. Couldn't ask for a better response. So quick shout out to them. And also shout out to the Chamber. Thank y'all so much for doing this. I missed the in-person events, but these are the next best things. So thanks for doing it. Keep up the great work.
Thanks. Okay, next up is Brandon Burns.
Good morning, everybody. How are you all?
Okay.
Hey, Brandon.
So I am Kylie Jones. I'm with Core Physical Therapy. I'm the patient service coordinator here. I'm actually filling in for Brandon Burns, the clinic manager here. He is extremely busy treating patients right now, so he wanted me to hop on here with you guys and let y'all know that we are open 5 days a week treating patients in clinic. We are also seeing people through telehealth, and we are offering free screens at the moment right now for anyone who has any aches and pains and who is wanting to come over and see us. We do accept all insurances, so we are hoping to see you guys in the near future, and I will drop all of our information over here in the chat box. We are in a great location located next to Taziki's and the Target Shopping Center, so easy to find. But like I said, I will drop our information in the chat box.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nathan
Thank you
Frazier.
so much.
You're up.
Hey everybody, Nathan Frazier, Vice President Operations for Tranco Logistics in Chattanooga. I'm literally on here to tell you we are hiring. We're hiring drivers, sales, operations, marketing. If you know anybody that's interested, we're coming up close on our 500th employee. We're a 25-year company. We do 2.5 million square feet of warehousing here in Chattanooga. Got about 300 trucks. And then of course, everybody knows we do all the logistics for Volkswagen. So if you know anybody that's interested in a logistics position of any sort, please have us reach out. I'll put my email in the comments. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Nathan, be sure to add that job to our job board as well.
If you want to send me an email, I'm I literally am not good at that stuff. So I'll forward it to the right person.
I'll send you an email.
Thanks.
Next up is Pam from.
Good morning. I want to say thanks to Peyton for the shout out for Keystone Solutions. We would love to be your IT partner and help you get established with phones, IT services in any size business. I also want to say, if you have had an internet service provider for a long time, it is a great time to revisit what you're paying, because we have helped clients save a lot of money on their monthly internet bills. There's a lot more to choose from now. We would be glad to look over your current services, your internet service provider, and see if we can save you some money. And if you're a new business in town, that's the perfect time to partner with us to help us set up your topology and what you need to have a successful business. Thank you.
Thanks, Pam. John Rodriguez.
I'm John Rodriguez, and I'm the manager of Beverly Broadcasting and Three Rivers Radio Group. And we have one station here in Cleveland, a live 96.9, used to be a live 97.1. We got a better frequency to increase our coverage area. But we also have a station in Athens and one in Dayton, so we kind of cover a triangle effect there. And we're here to help you in any way we can with your marketing, advertising, and we hope to be a whole lot more involved going forward in the future with the Chamber. Thanks.
Thank you. That's everybody who said me in the chat. Is there anybody else that wanted to speak and didn't put the word me in the chat? Raise your hand and we'll... Okay, Matt Cates.
Hey everyone, I'm Matt. I'm with our local PBS station, WTCI. Bethany may or may not know this. We're partnering with Lee University this fall for their string theory performances that they would typically have at the Hunter, but we're gonna broadcast them, trying to bring the arts to the community when no one can gather in the community. So. We currently don't have any businesses on our network. We're looking, or Cleveland businesses on our network, and we're looking to change that. We have a great platform to get your message out there. So reach out to us if there's anything we can do to help you.
Okay.
Thanks, Matt.
Rusty, you're up.
Awesome. Well, thanks. I guess we started with Lee University so we could end with Lee University. I work for Lee University Online. An interesting statistic for you all is that 60% of all online students choose a university within 50 miles of their home location. But I could not tell you the number of times that I'm out in the community talking to people and I say, oh, I work for Lee University Online. And they say, Lee has online programs? So just wanted to make you aware of that. We've also just finished a commercial that we filmed at one of our local businesses here, the Bread Basket. I'm going to share that link. It's a 30-second spot. If anybody wants to watch it, I'll put that in the link, but thanks for having me today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rusty.
Aaron, that's everybody.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you guys so much for being here today. We had a great turnout today. We appreciate Lee University for sponsoring us this week. Hopefully we'll get to come back to you guys in the near future, be able to get on campus. Again, business or Lee University Essentials. Bethany put a link in the chat group, but you can also get the email Bernadette will send out with the whole chat attached to that. So if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to her or myself. Other than that, we thank you so much for being here this week. Next month, we're still up in the air about a virtual event. We're still not entirely sure. We're basically going off what the governor says and kind of what our community is doing and kind of looking at the trend there. So just stay tuned and we'll keep you posted about that. Other than that, we hope you have a great day and a great rest of the week. God bless. Thank you so much for being here.